Ladies and or gentle flavored men, welcome back or welcome to the channel. My name is Xeno and this is going to be my bootleg content creator version of a should you summon, before you summon, should you pull, but it's non-edited and not researched properly and it's last minute and it's 1:30 in the morning. So it's probably going to be really bad and full of mistakes. You're just going to have to deal with it. I just don't have the time to make proper researched edited videos for discussion stuff until I finish work in December. So I do apologize. So I'm just going to be just going off the cusp, non-edited, non-scripted, and probably make a bunch of mistakes and hot takes, but you're just going to have to deal with it because it's this or you get nothing. And a lot of you out there are probably like, well, I'd rather just have nothing, but you're having this instead. But before we get too much further into the video, if you guys could do a huge favor and subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, like the video, and comment down below. Are you going to be summoning for Lann and Reynn's LD or BT Plus, or the returning Garland and his BT and BT Plus? Well, debut of BT Plus, but return of his LD BT. So I'm just going to give you my quick thoughts on Lann and Reynn, why I am or am not summoning, and same with Garland's banner as well. So Lann and Reynn is LD debuts with Sabin as the secondary character. Sabin, he's not very good anymore. He's okay, but you're not going to use him. A little bit outdated. He had his time to shine for a month and a bit on release. If you wanted Sabin, you would have already summoned for him. Garland's banner comes with Rosa as a secondary LD. Rosa was, honestly, she was average on release, and if anyone's trying to get Rosa through content, God bless you, honestly. But she's not a very good even consolation prize at this stage. But hey, if you get her, cool. But onto Lann and Reynn. The TLDR is they're just an AoE magic damage unit. That's all they do. They're very simple. They've got a few buffs you got to upkeep by clicking your skill 1, skill 2, and EX. They've got 2 debuffs. One of the debuffs is framed. It's from the EX. They have elemental resist down, 5 different elements because they do lots of elements in each of their attacks. So you don't have to worry about if elements get absorbed, because kind of like Van, where he does multiple elements within his kit, even if a couple get absorbed, they're still going to hit damage because they do so many different ones. But they're a very simple unit. You click skill 1, it breaks the enemies again. It's a double HP dump. Skill 2, high turn rate, double HP dump. EX, it's only a 1 HP dump. It's the worst button to push, so only push it if you need to get your stacks back up of the stack enchant or the debuff back. It's only a 4-turn debuff on the elemental resist down, so it's actually not very long. The LD is a big AoE nuke button, essentially. It's 4 hit AoE brave HP times 3, and if there's 2 or more enemies on the screen, it does it again. They just do a lot of damage. That's all Lann and Reynn do. They just do crap tons of damage. They're kind of like Shulk that we just had in the previous banner, where they're just a selfish DPS. They don't offer any utility and stuff to the party. I mean, obviously this is a bit different. This is a BT Plus character, and Shulk is a mostly single target, even though she has splash in that. But this is a massive AoE damage new character. Like they out damage Shulk, as you would hope so from a BT Plus. But there really isn't much to Lann and Reynn. They just do lots of damage. Their LD does anywhere from like 1 million to 1.3 million damage if they've got blue armor. Maybe you got other stacked BT Plus effects. I'm just going to say it right now, though. I'm skipping them. I don't think they're necessary nor needed. If you're a fan of World of Final Fantasy, these are the only characters in the game as of current, even on JP from World of Final Fantasy. So if you like that game a lot, and it's one of your favorites, and you really just like the colorful, cute Lilican stuff, I'd say pick them up, maybe. But it depends on your resources. I'm not even going to throw tickets for their LD because I just don't think they're needed. I look at Lann and Reynn like I look at Cloud of Darkness. I think, and this might be a hot take, I think they're better as a friend support because the way that their BT Plus is and the fact that they have 4 uses of their LD, I just think they're better to bring in as a friend support because their BT Plus effect is stack. And I'll read it to you. It actually reminds me a lot of Yuna's BT Plus effect because it has all the same auras, just slightly different variables. Brave damage is 50%, HP damage 30%, HP damage limit is 30%, or is that 40%? I can't read. And then the overflow stolen is like, I think 30% or 50%. I don't know. Reading is really difficult off an infographic. Thank you, TomBerryTroop.com. The point is they've got brave damage, HP damage, overflow, and HP damage limit. The reason I value them as a friend unit is because they've got 4 LD uses and they have HP damage limit up, something that is extremely rare. Yuna is one of the only other characters, if not the only other character, which has that on her BT effect. And a lot of people that used Yuna as a friend unit knows how powerful that HP damage cap up is. It allows you to really pump out more damage. And so when you bring them as a friend unit, you hit that BT button, you do anywhere from 500 to 1 million damage with their BT plus button. And then you hit that LD button and you're doing 1 million to 1.3 million to everyone on screen. And because you're only going to be hitting the LD, you'll have no turn rate because they have turn rate on their skill too. But you won't have it because you're only hitting LD, which means you'll be doing at minimum, I'd say upwards of 5 million damage at least to the bosses or bosses while they're on the field as a friend unit. And they're not particularly fast either. So they'll be there for a good 5 turns, like a solid 5 turns, not like a quick 5 turns like some potential friend supports. Like Cloud of Darkness, for example, if she hits a break, she gets a free turn. And then she warps up, and sometimes that can really suck. But I think they're better friend support. Like Cloud of Darkness, I think bringing her in to get her BT plus effect off, and then all the follow-up damage from Cloud of Darkness inside your own BT phase, and every attack you do is more valuable than in the main party. I feel like the same way with Twins. Twins have a lot better auras and higher caps to brave damage limit, HP damage limit, overflow stolen, and they just do so much AoE damage that I think they're better to bring in as a friend support, blow things up for 5 turns, and then go back to your main team. But that's just me personally. I like the game world of Final Fantasy. I don't mind the characters. I think it's a nice, cute little Pokemon-esque game. So, but I'm personally just going to skip them because I just don't think they're needed. And you also never want to bring them if there is a single target fight because they're actually freaking useless. So keep that in mind. If you have 2 or more enemies on the screen, they will do more damage. If there's one boss on the screen or there's a Lufenia or Lufenia plus fight, which has adds that disappear, and they keep resummoning, for example, and they're not on the field all the time, they will do so much less damage because half of their skills do not trigger twice unless there's multiple enemies. All in all, Lann and Reynn, I think they're powerful. They're really great. If you like just blowing things up with AoE damage, you'll have a ton of fun. But I think we've just got a bunch of powerful units the first month or so for Lufenia Plus, and we've got a bunch more powerful units coming out with like Jekt and stuff like that, that I just don't think they're needed nor necessary. Even for their fight, I think they're better as a friend unit just because in their fight, you got to do 850k HP damage in 1 turn. But the orb also disappears at 49%, unlike most Lufenias. So you can blow them up and get them really close to 50% or under straight away at the start of the fight and then concentrate on the rest of the fight's mechanics. So good units, I just don't think they're particularly needed. So Garland's BT Plus and a little bit of a rework as well. I love Garland. I got his LD on release like over a year ago. I got his BT back at the start of the year. I tokened his BT. I waited months to token it, and I let 10 BT tokens expire in my gift box until his BT came out so I could token it. I used him for a lot of fights. I love his kits. I love the big thing of like, you know, big character with giant sword looking weapon with giant armor beating the crap out of people, and I really like his animations too. He got a nice little bit of a glow up. Skill 1 now has like 2 double dumps. His skill 3 has 3 double dumps. His EX is still a really good button to push if he's batteried beforehand because of the way that it was structured, where it just does constant brave and HP dumps. So if he has lots of battery before he clicks the EX button, it's still just a really good strong button to push. His LD is very powerful. He has some debuff auras on his LD overhead, which is really nice. Doesn't take up any debuff slots on the enemy. It's just in his overhead sword stack, which is a 50% speed down and a 30% defense down, which is quite sizable, and it does actually add up. But the most important thing about Garland is he's going to be a bit like the Twins. He's going to be one of the best friend support units for a while, and he'll always be good to have him as a friend support, depending on the type of team composition you have. His burst effect, 8 turns party-wide. And it's really fucking stacked. It was one of the best, if not the best, burst effect when he originally came out. And I think the only time it got usurped was honestly probably Una. So he has a brave damage upwards of 100%. 100% brave damage up. 30% HP damage up. And I think he has 40% brave damage limit up, I believe. Or maybe it's higher. I don't know. It's hard to tell with these numbers. And 40% overflow stolen. He has a really high caps for things, for brave damage limit. 100% brave damage up? That's a lot. That's a lot of brave damage up. He's going to help your team like the Twins with their BT effect on the field. He's going to help your team hit really hard. And like the Twins, he has 4 LDs. So you bring him in, you chuck down the BT effect, and then you spam the LD, delay the bosses, do a bunch of damage, and your team's going to hit a lot harder. I'm not going to BT plus him though, because I'm saving up for Jekt and Caius. I'm getting them both because they're both back-to-back cycles. If Squex would like my money that I have earned from my job as an adult, they will release BT plus ingot bundles. But Squex doesn't want to make money. So if they don't want me to do Garland's BT plus, then I'm not going to unless they make me buy it. I will buy a bundle, Squex. Joshua, are you fucking listening? Take my money. I'm literally offering it to you. I think he's a great unit. If you liked Garland before, he got a nice little rework that makes him hit a little bit harder, a little bit more often, and his BT effect is stacked. It's 8 turns. It's fucking crazy, to be honest, because Garland is fairly slow. So 8 turns, and if you have him in the main party, that's 16 turns. And if you click his beat, if you do his BT phase first, I think the best way to use Garland if he's in the main party would click his BT phase first. And then when it's about to run out, because it is a stack-based BT, so when the enemies don't get a turn, it stays at 3 stacks and it goes up to 3 stacks. But if they get a turn, it goes back down. So I think the best thing to do is use his BT phase first in the main party, and then when it's about to run out on the last turn, click the BT plus button so it stays at max stacks, and you have another 8 turns. So he's very strong. He's going to be a fantastic friend support. If anyone does BT plus their Garland and they're on my friends list, I look forward to using him. But I'll only do him if I can buy him, because I'm saving up for Jekt and Caius back to back. So I'll be skipping that banner because I have his full kit. So I look forward to using at least his BT and rework, because I have him, so I look forward to that at the very least. But that is my off-the-cusp, non-scripted, non-edited, non-researched, terrible hot take version of my Before You Summon for Lann and Reynn and Garland. It's probably pretty bad, but hey, look. We'll get there when I've got the time to edit and make proper videos in December. But for now, this is the best you're going to get, which isn't very good, but it's the best you're going to get. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you summoning for Twins? Are you skipping? Why not? I'm skipping all of them. I don't think I need them. The fight isn't that hard, to be honest. It's tricky, but I think it's the best way to go about the Lufenia Plus fight is blow it up at the start of the fight, stack everything, get it down to 50%, and then actually manage the fight. So I'll leave links in the description down below, as I always do, to the tomberrytroop.com website, where you can have a look at the infographics, you can have a look at the boss guides, Lufenia Research, Macnell's website, wait for the call to arms. Don't freak out if you can't do the Lufenia Plus stage day 1. Wait for other people to clear it and post their runs and their teams and see the types of creative stuff that the community can do. So that being said, I'll end the video there. I hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic day as always. Remember to follow me over at Twitter at TXP_gaming to keep up to date with everything in between videos. Join the Discord. Remember to subscribe, like, ring the bell, blah, 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 all that YouTuber stuff. I'll get used to it. I haven't made videos in 7 months. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. And as always, my name is Xeno, and you guys take care now.